Welcome back to Roslaw Gaming and another episode of our Let's Play series where we're playing Bath City Football Club in Football Manager 2019. So, as the channel name suggests, this is slow TV, so you're watching us playing Bath City Football Club uncut from the bottom of the tier system that are available to us in Football Manager, and we're trying to take them to the top of Premier League and winning everything. If we get kicked by the board, the Let's Play series is over, and well, I guess maybe we'll do a new season then, if that's the case. Anyway, hope you like what you see here. Remember to subscribe, like and comment all about what you think and so about this episode and every other episode. And also remember, the most positive and informative comment of each episode will be pinned by me. So anyway, let's get stuck in and let's get into it. So currently we are exactly halfway through the season, and we are in second place of the table. You see it here. We are having a pretty stable season so far, but not the greatest, and we have had a lot of injuries throughout the first half of the season. Now we have all our players back, which is good. Unfortunate though, we have one of our key players in the might be one of the area where we are worst. Will end basically our best player in the defense is on loan, but he's only on loan until the end of the year, and we can't make him stay longer, or rather we can't afford him to stay longer, since his mother club don't allow him to stay longer for the same wage that we are paying him now. So that's unfortunate. So the pre-match advice summary here, we will follow this team instruction to add, and all the rest we will ignore for now. And here we have for the FA Trophy game, in the first round we are small underdogs in the game, so let's hope we can make a surprise here. And here we see that we have election day coming up for the board, so we'll see what happens there. And we have the scouting meeting. Let's see if we can find any interesting player to scout. Yeah, and we can't afford that really, since we have no transfer budget and are currently overspending on the wages. So yeah, no suggestion that looked any interesting. And for the last week in training we had an average rating of 7.33, so decent. But let's have a look at the individual level as well. So let's see how our young players are doing. So Candy is training pretty good, and Batten as well. Unfortunately not showing any improvement in stats. And Ryan Brandt is doing okay, I guess, but losing a bit after his injury. And we have Ross Stern as usual that are not performing at all. And we have also here Carl Stewart that is unfortunate, losing quite a lot as well in his stats, but yeah, I guess he's playing in a too low division really, but we will criticize his development really in recent months. and he didn't really like that, unfortunate. But let's see what option we choose here. And I think we will go with either this one. I think you got a lot more in you and you need to improve to reach those higher levels, or you've got so much potential. I want you to see you work harder in order to realize it. And I think we will go with this, that he has so much potential. And he's not really going to be convinced by that, I guess. So we will choose the first option here. We'll have to agree to disagree then, and let's leave it at that. So that's a bit unfortunate. And here for under 23s, as usual, everyone that needs match sharpness will be allowed to play for 60 minutes per match until match fit. And we won't allow any players to play in under 18s. Yeah, and we get a new board and chairman here of Garrett Rogers. And as I said before in some episode, they will only judge on the performance we are doing from now, in the games at least. So that's okay, I guess. And let's go here to team selection for this quite important match. I think we don't really change any play. We have Sange here that is a bit tired, but he's okay to play. So I think we will let him play. Yeah, we have pretty decent break there until next game after that. So let's go to the match and hope we can manage to win this and have a bit better game than we have had the last couple of games. So our first highlight now building up. Unfortunately, it's for Bromley. They are playing it outside the penalty area, but we break it here. So the ball to Stone, who puts it wide. It goes to Mills, who puts it wide to Regan. We have the cross and Brunt, and he scores 1-0 for Bath FC versus Bromley. Very good there. And Brunt first goal back after his injury. So very good. A very good cross there from Mills. And a very good cross here from Reeg as well, and a good stable finish by Brunt there. So overall, really good. We have another highlight now building up, and we had a fumble in the middle of the pitch. Unfortunately, the player gets free of Bromley, and it's 1-on-1 versus the keeper, but our keeper saves, so that's good. Now we have the corner from Bromley, and looking dangerous, but our keeper saves again. So all these green boxes, we will follow these suggestions from our assistant manager. And since we are playing more or less a numbers game and trying to keep the finances in check and so on. And there we had a really dangerous looking cross by Bromley, but they put the header over the top bar, so looking really dangerous so far. And here we have the corner, and they put it in the top bar and get the rebound, but somehow we managed to not get a goal against us there. So far really lucky with their not greatest finishing so far, I feel. So should be the half-time whistle and a second one. Yeah, there we have it. So the scoreline for the first half is 1-0 for Bath City Football Club here versus Bromley in the first round of the FA Trophy. And we have shots 6 versus 12, and shots on targets is 3 versus 5, and possession is 57 versus 43%. So they have had pretty good possession, but we have lost a lot of possession in central areas of or on third of the pitch. That is not that good, of course, and we have struggled a bit with possession in opposition's half as well, according to the team analysis. So not the greatest. Let's look at the stats here. So we have our defense playing pretty well, and certainly our goalkeeper here. So let's hope they can keep it up, and let's hope we can have a little bit of a better and more effective game overall, since I feel like we can play a lot better here. So let's start the second half and see if we can improve. So highlight straight away now opening up for us, and we have Brunt with a long ball up to Mills that had it towards goal. The goalkeeper stays unfortunate. And play building up here for Bromley, and it's 1-on-1 versus the keeper, and the keeper saves the first shot, but the rebound is straight to the same player and they make a goal. So it's 1-1 here, unfortunate. I'm sorry if you hear my voice or my nose. Really, I'm a little bit of a cough, I think, or a little bit of coughing, I guess, and a little bit of a sore nose and that sort of stuff. So I hope that don't make such an impact on my voice and the episode. I think it should be pretty good. And we had a real good chance there by Brunt. Unfortunately, the keeper saved. So time to make some substitutions. And so I'd like to change out Jack Patton here or Michel Echete, since they are both booked and have not having the best of games, and I don't really have any defender to put in the center or as right position. So I guess we'll put in Anthony Straka as a center, and I hope that he managed it quite well anyway. And we will put in Matt Richards here instead of Jordan Sange, that is very tired. So and yeah, he would stay in that role since we have Carl Stewart as a central midfielder, and we want him to play central midfield. And now we have a highlight here from Bromley with a corner, and they make goal, unfortunately. So 1-2, and we will start shouting here, show some passion. Not much to say about that. They win the header and had it back a bit and get a good finish. We have Ross Turner going from actions to disinterest and around. Looked a bit funny, and yeah. And it's actually a bit funny if we look at the team stats after this match. Ross Turner is actually our best player in assists. So even though he's training bad and everything, he's doing a good job for the team. Unfortunately, here we make a bad own goal, or a bit unlucky own goal actually there on the replay from Sean Rigg. But yeah, So yeah, we will lose this game, unfortunate. So we didn't really pick ourselves up after the last couple of games that have not been that greatest. But not much to say, we weren't really supposed to win this match. So the finest scoreline is 1-3. That's versus Bromley, and the shot stats are as following: shots 11-16, shots on target 6 versus 9, and possession 53 versus 47%. So nothing more really than the result that was supposed to happen, I guess. So let's have a look here at home. Yeah, exactly. So we have Ross Stern as most assists, which are pretty funny since he's doing so bad in training. And actually, let's have a look here. The team stats. So goal score in the league, we are at 48, which are first in the league, and goals conceded, we are at 31 for 21 matches, which are 8th best, which is okay, I guess. And the attendance here, that was very high in the beginning, we have dropped a bit and is now at 878, and our 9th highest in the league. So not the greatest. We would like that number to be a bit higher, actually, since, as said before, we are playing a numbers game and really trying to keep the finances in check. So every extra attendance is making a difference, really. So yeah, but unfortunately that is not something we can change that much, other than to play really good and make the team more impressive, so to say. And let's have a small look here at the finances for this month. Yeah, exactly. So I thought that we would have a healthy profit, which we do so far. We have a profit of over 36k so far this month, and this season we have a profit of 177k, which is also pretty darn good. So let's have a look here on the projection. So at the start of the season, we had a projection of a pretty big loss here, but now we are up on a projection of a profit of 56k, which are decent. The actual will be a lot bigger than this. I think I don't understand quite why. The projection is never really correct, at least not in the lower leagues. It might be due to that all these friendly matches for under 18s and under 23s that our assistant manager is arranging bring in a lot of extra income on the attendance, where we are meeting good teams. Like I saw one match we had against Newcastle under 23s, so that's of course going to bring in a lot of attendance and a lot of money for the match, really. So I think that's the reason why the projection is correct. So the higher we go, the more correct the projection will be, I guess. Anyway, to pre-match tactical advice here. We have no advice that we really want to follow, and the support for us is very good so far, so that's good. And here we have the odds for the upcoming match, and we are slight underdogs here versus Chippenham, that are 7th in the league. So a pretty important game of sorts. So let's have a look here at the dynamics, actually. So the match cohesion is pretty good. Yeah, so that's good. We have had a couple of not the greatest of game, which we see here on dressing room atmosphere, which have gone down a bit, but overall it's pretty good, and the support for me as a manager is also good, so that's good. And for hierarchy here we have a team leader in handball, so that's pretty good also. But we have a lot of players that are only older players in the hierarchy, so not the greatest for that. But overall, the players are pretty happy, so that's good. And we'll choose to not comment that comment of the manager of Chippendale. Overall, we let our assistant manager handle the press conferences, since I don't really think that makes any difference in the game. And this backroom team advice summary we will not do anything about. We will change out a lot of the stuff in the end of the season though. So we will take a deep look at that in the end of the season. So this is how we want to play our players really, and all players is above 90% in condition. So we will let these players be. Yeah, Matt Richards is actually out of contract at zero per game. He has a non-contract, so that's okay. And here we have actually Jack Batten wanted from Hereford, and he has no real value here, so and actually we need to have a look, preferably now. Actually we will have a look here at the squad and see what players expires. Yeah, every player basically expires his contract shortly. So Straker and Wankwa and Clark are all too old really to be playing with us, so is Andy Watkins and Frankie Artis. So really we want players that are maximum 25 years, and they are not. So we will try to get Dunbourne to stay another season. I think would be pretty healthy for us, and we will remove wage raise in the contracts, since I don't really like them, and the only thing that happens is when we move up we get a huge boost in the wage cost, which we don't want. We want to have the wage in check, as we have said before. So we will remove that and try this 825 euros per month as a wage and see what happens. And he thinks we are so close, so we will keep doing 825. Yeah, okay. He's not happy with that, and then we will do 900. So that's good. He stays another year, and actually we got the wage for him a bit down. So Robbie Candy is 3 stars and have a good potential. So let's sign him for another year. We can't sign him for longer, unfortunate. And here I like to take a look at the current contract and see what he have, and we will make everything here sticky or locked, so to say. So the only thing we are talking about is the actual wage. So we'll use the recommended limit there to start. We want him down to at least 1.5 1.9, so we will up quite a lot here to 1.5. And we'll do like this, close by 1 each time, and he's at 1.9 now, so we will try with 1.8, which he agrees on. So we finalize the deal and exit the talks. And Sean Rigg, as we have said, is also too old, but he's an important player here. So, and I think we will use him for one more season. So, unfortunate here, he wants a big pay rise. So if we use him, say that he only gets a role as first team, maybe he will accept a lower wage, hopefully. And as usual here, we will remove the promotion wage rise, and we'll let him have the seasonal landmark goal bonus though. And we will change the wage to what he currently have to start with as a suggestion. And yeah, we don't really like that and suggest much higher, so we'll go to 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, and 1.9. we can manage 1.9. And the man has only been a backup, and we haven't really used him, and he's 27, so I don't think we will sign him for longer. We have Jack Patton, who have played pretty much every game, and he's 3 stars and potential 4 stars, so we will offer him a contract for sure. And we will remove his yearly wage raise as well, because yeah, I don't like that either, for the same reason. It only makes the wages go up with no good reason why. So we try with 775 first here, and we'll go one step up. And we'll stay here at 825. Nope. So he says 900, and this yellow thing is basically last offer, and usually you get away with one offer below their last suggestion, so we'll try that. And we finalize that deal, and we'll exit the talks. Hodges we don't really need, means we don't need, but he's a pretty decent poacher, and as you've seen here, he have 20 appearances this season and made 18 goals in the league, so he's pretty good. So we will try to keep him for one more year if we can get away with it. So actually here he's requesting a little bit less in wage, so let's see how low we can make him go. But after removing some of the bonuses, he suggests same wage as he has before, so we will try to up here. Unfortunately, we only get him to 2.1, so a little bit lower in wage, but not much really. And Rostern here is only trouble, so we won't try to extend him, and he's already got another year with us anyway, so he will play with us next season, so that's okay. So to our star player Ryan Brunt, we really want to sign him, so we will finalize the promise he wants, and we will negotiate the contract. And unfortunately we can't make the contract longer here. We'll remove the promotion wage rise, and he wants 3k per month, and we can't offer him more than 2.7, so we'll start at 2.4, which he had, and we basically, he agrees on 2.5, so that was quite fast and quite good, since he's our key player, as I said, so we really want to keep him. So let's get back to the match, and we'll have another look on our wage budget and our current squad once all those contract negotiations is done, really, and we'll have a close look also, of course, at the end of the year, since we're probably going to sack a lot of players in between the seasons, and looking to sign quite a few players also, but we'll see. So starting off here, we had a highlight for Chippenham on a free kick that we saved. Other than that, not much at all happening in this game in the first 30 minutes here, so let's see. So now we have a highlight here building up for us. We have Sanga with the ball, and it's forward to Mill, back to Sanga, and he makes a shot, and he hits the post, and the rebound we almost get to. And Sanga gets back to the ball after a little while. We play it back to Batten, and it's a long ball up to Brunt with the cross, and they clear it out for a throw-in, unfortunate. So, halftime stats, 0 versus 0, Chippenham versus Bath, and shots is 3 versus 5, shots on targets is 1 versus 3, possession is 51 versus 49%, and we have only negative analysis here, and we have basically not played that well so far in the match, so hopefully we can do it better here in the second half. And let's see if we have any players that is having a bad game. Not particular, but no one is having a good game either. So we have Mills and Brunt that are not having the best of games. So here we have a little over 60 minutes. So I guess we'll change out Ryan Brunt due to that he's really tired also, and not 100% match sharpness. Even though John Mills is having a worse game in terms of match rating, but I think that will be the best option either way. And we will change out Carl Stewart here for Matt Richards also, since he was having a bad game and pretty tired and had a yellow card. So. And for defense, I don't really have anyone to change around here with, or we could, nope, we can't really do that, nope. So we'll do that changes and hope they'll play a little bit better. Maybe most important, Freeman there can make a difference for us. So we have a highlight here, and the ball goes to just Freeman actually, and we have the ball back to Sanga, to Richards also, and to Rigg, and to Freeman. Make something good of the ball, please. And back to Sanga to Efete, and Efete make a pass that is cleared by the Chippenham players. So we have the ball back to our keeper Clark. We make a big cross there from our defender, so the ball is up to Richard, and we have Freeman one-on-one versus the goalkeeper, and he scores. So a great substitution there for us. Freeman makes a beautiful goal there, so we have 1-0 for Bath City Football Club versus Chippenham. And a beautiful pass there from Richards also, so really good substitutions there. We have the 2 substitutions making the assist and the goal. And we have another highlight here now, building up with the keeper of Chippenham making a goal kick, but that's not the highlight. We have the ball now for Chippenham, and they make a cross, and unfortunately they make a goal straight away. So very short-lived lead there, and I don't really know what happened there. I have a good cross there, but basically on the foot of our defenders, and sorry for that. Just yeah. Back to the game. We have a few minutes to go, and I think we will do no more changes here. And just yeah, so it's going to be another draw here with only seconds to go. Yeah, final whistle should be any second now. So let's see. Yeah, there's the final whistle. So we get another draw here. The result 1-1 Bath City versus Chippenham, and the shots is 5-8. Shots on target is 3-5. Possession is 52-48%. So a decent game here, but not the real result we were looking for. But it's okay, we are still second in the league, but we are now very far away from Torquay, that are now 7 points ahead of us, so that's not the greatest, unfortunate. Anyway, that will be all for this episode. Remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you like what you see. Remember, the most positive and informative comment on each episode will be pinned by me, so remember that, and please comment if you like. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.